So let us start this discussion today of study circle. Do you have anything you want to share or ask or throw it to the open to the public? A topic that you feel you try to practice towards Bhagwan and you are stuck. Yes, sister. Control of anger. Okay. So what happened? Did you try to control anger? And what happened? When you control, it gets worse. Beautiful. How many of you can resonate with her? He's nodding very hard. Are you married?
No.
And still you have anger? God bless you, man. Okay. So let us go academic first. Yeah, those are some tips to control anger, right? Go and stand under the shower, drink a glass of water, go for a walk, look at yourself on the mirror, because you know how ugly you look, so you'll start smiling. Very good tips Bhagavan has given. But let us figure it out. I'm just sharing with you processes of thinking. So if a problem like anger arises, so first diagnosis is what is anger, then only you can control it. So who can define anger? Isn't it interesting? Eh? Trust me, I'm taking you through a journey as I've learned from Swami. So you can understand how he would, if I am drilling you a little bit, he drills us 100 times more. So enjoy the ride. What is anger that she wants to control? What is that you call anger? Is an imbalance of what?
Emotions.
So imbalance of emotion, why is it only anger? It can be depression. So what is that element that you call anger, not a depression?
A loss of control.
So loss of control, yes. What? What does it come from?
Ego.
So when your desires are not fulfilled, your ego gets hurt and you are not able to control it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Look, we have some smart people here. Why are you worried? That is the beauty of study circle, see? So when you have an expectation, I'm just using a different word. When you have expectation, that expectation is not fulfilled, it hurts your ego. It creates an imbalance, which is expressed in a form, you call it anger. Am I right? So now, how do you settle this imbalance? You can't, can you live without expectation? No, why can't you live without expectation? Okay, let's talk theoretically. So the only reason is that if you want to control anger, you have to control imbalance. For imbalance, you have to control the identity with the expectation and then control the expectation. So look at the flow. So a desire gives you an expectation. Expectation when attached to an identity, which you can't manage, creates imbalance, which leads to anger. Am I right? So let us fix it. Can you fix that imbalance? No. Can you fix that identity? So don't attach that expectation to yourself. Or fix the expectation. You see how the process is? This process, he calls it contemplation. So when somebody said, Swami, what is dhyanam? I'm focusing, I'm doing meditation. Somebody said, anybody who tells you, I'll teach you meditation, know that he's a fraud. So you're wondering, really? There are so many people who are charging money to teach you meditation. He said, you are born with meditation. Can you eat without concentration? When you see something, don't you think about it? That's contemplation. And when you are food eating, that is meditation. You become one with the taste and then say, tasty. Right? So that is meditation. So what is there to learn now? So basically we are born with concentration, we do contemplation and we are in meditation. So why do we learn? And why do you pay so many dollars? You can pay me anyway. But why do we do that? And we call it meditation. So basically what we are doing is not learning something new. We are only changing the focus of concentration. Right now your mind says concentration on a bird, on a tree, on somebody, on a thing, on promotion, on money. So it says change that focus and let the focus be on God. That you call meditation. Otherwise you don't learn meditation concentration. That is you're born with. If you don't have it, then you won't even be able to stand properly. Even to stand properly, we need concentration. Right? If your alignment is disturbed, finished, you'll be dancing. So beauty of Bhagavan is this, that everything he makes it sound so simple that you will start questioning yourself, why did I not think about it? Why couldn't I pause and think about it? It's so simple, right? Now, the problem with anger or any such element is that we start attaching ourselves with the action. And the first thing Bhagavan teaches us is this only, that you don't have any business to attach yourself. For example, how many of you get up in the morning and start pulling your hair? That I want my hair to grow. How many of you have pulled your children up, let him grow taller? We don't do any such thing, right? Why? Because life happens. In the beauty of creation is everything is happening. We are unnecessarily evolving and saying, I raised my child. Really? Did you pull her every day morning and raised her? She is automatically being raised. You are just given a role to pretend to be the caretaker. Even that we can't do properly. We have to only attach ourselves. Anything goes wrong, Swami will take care. Anything right, I am the mother. So the beauty of life is that life happens. We don't do life. So don't disturb life, Bhagavan says. It is already happening. The pace of life is predetermined. An animal child may get born and within few minutes or an hour starts walking. An human child may take a year to walk. It doesn't mean that you have made him walk. That is his normal time to walk. The boys take time to speak. The girls speak faster. Girl child speaks faster. But can you say that the boys are dull? No, that's a pace. It's a life like that. So in life, to realize the pace of life is the key. And the moment we start getting this rhythm, we start enjoying it with Swami. So Swami has made us, he gives you a lot of experience just to make you realize that you are useless. You can't do anything. So like for example, somebody said, Swami, I'm sitting with you. I must have done some great merits in life to achieve this proximity. The Telugu, they start speaking like, my purvajam, my father, my father's father. So many merits that today I'm sitting in front of you at lotus feet. Bhagavan heard him very quietly and very serious poker face. He looked at him and he said, neither you, nor your father, nor your forefathers, nor anybody has done anything to deserve this. It's all my grace. And then he made a very beautiful statement. He said, all that whatever happened, and merit-wise, if you calculate, the moment you came in my audience and saw me, all that was nullified. So the merit of all that we have accumulated by our deeds, the moment we have darshan of Lord, sambhashan of Lord, sparshan of Lord, first is over. So we have to restart our cycle. It's like, Ravana doing 1,000 years of meditation and Brahma comes and says, what do you want? And he says, Tathastu. So all the merit of 1,000 years is over. So if we have a thought that we are so blessed that we have got so much of an account full that I am coming and Bhagwan is talking. So first of all, he would slap you down to no, nothing. So you realize that literally we are useless. Without him, we are nothing. And I can tell you many such slaps that we have got. So one day we were just sitting and people are praising us. You know, some people come and poor fellows, they get excited. Swami, your children are this, your children are that. So before our horns start coming out, he came in and said, don't bloat. They are praising because you are attached to mine. And then he said, you know, then he pointed to Shiva's picture. There was a Shiva's picture, you know, Mahadev with snake around and all that. He says, look at that picture. What is around Shiva in his neck? He said, Swami, snake. He said, you all are snakes. As long as you are around me, world will give you milk, they will worship you, they will do aarti to you. But the same snake, if they find outside, they will chase and kill you. So it is better for your safety that you must attach always to God. So you see that even if you want to fly, you can't. He will deflate you very fast. So the moment we learn this beautiful lesson, that literally there is nothing mine, so the expectation disappears. So when expectation disappears, no ownership, no anger. And we realize how foolish. What am I getting angry at? I'm sure all of you must have experienced it. When we are growing up, we do tantrums with our parents, right? All of us have done that. Mom says, I want to go to prom, I want to go to party, and no, you can't go. And there is fight. And you just curse and throw tantrums and go to your room, break some vases. Wonderful. And then later on, years roll by and you become mummy yourself. And the same thing is repeated with your daughters and sons, right? And then you become the stricter mother. And then your daughter will do the same thing to you. So this chain keeps going. It's a continuous process. And we wonder like, what happened to us? And we laugh. Today we sit down together and we laugh. How did I fight with you for this stupid thing, you know? But this is what life is. So only time is when you can get out yourself and look back at your life, things will become very simple.